Here we are today then. I've just set off from the lovely air last night with full of birdsong this morning. Fantastic lightning storm last night, and I'm heading, I think, to Pamplona and see what I can find on the way. So just a little bit of my driving again for those of you who are slightly concerned or apprehensive. Just to, there's lots of those little raised zebra crossings, so just be aware of those. So I showed you a little bit of motorway driving the other day. I'm just showing you a little Spanish village here. Beautiful day again, 21 degrees at the minute, so I think 33 is forecast again today. Another one of these. Woo! So lots of farming, vineyards. They seem very good at whatever piece of spare land they've got. They grow crops on it, which is great.
Take the second exit onto Carretera Tudela, Alagoon, NA 126.
Going up to roundabout. I'll try and get round the roundabout so you can see. So, you know, it reminds you, there's an arrow here as you come up to it, that you've got to go around to the right and not the left, because we're not in the UK.
Exit the roundabout onto Carretera Tudela, Alagoon.
Ooh, bumpy.
Continue on NA 126 for 4 kilometres.
So pretty quiet on this road. So I'll catch you a little later. Hola! So I've just arrived in Pamplona. Managed to get a park. I was late setting off today, but I've done pretty well. Let's give you a little look. So this, I think there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9 motorhome designated spaces in this large car park. You're allowed to stop for 72 hours and it's free. And over here, let's have a little look. We've got water, drainage, and I've just tested the water a minute ago, so I know it's working. And I think this here, oh no, maybe not. Let's have a little look. No, it did say somewhere that you can empty your toilet here as well, but I haven't found that yet. So I'll have to go on a little recce. Been there as well. So the only drawback is there's no shade, so it will get very hot. It's 29 at the moment, and it's a 30-minute walk into the old town apparently. However, it's all well and good. I'm parked up, so yeah, let's go and explore. So where I said the freshwater tap was, it indeed is. However, I'm now at the other end of the motorhomes. The tap's over there, but over here is the fresh water and the toilet, so that's better, yeah, and the drain. So just to rectify, I thought it was strange. So just walking into the centre, on Google Maps it says it's a 37-minute walk, so it's a fair old way, but it is what it is really. So come through a load of shops and I'm now walking down by the river. Very murky looking river, I must say. Very murky. This is what I didn't dwell on that river, because I've just noticed on the other side of the bank there's a chap having a wee. Oh dear. So yeah, that's where I'm at the moment. A little bit of greenery, a bit of bird song. Just past one of those pharmacy signs flashing the temperature, and it's 30 degrees at the moment. And what time are we on? Let's have a look. Oh, very late today. It's 2 o'clock. I've been faffing today. Never mind, I'm in no rush. That's how it goes sometimes. That's what I quite like about the fact of just winging it. It's like, oh, you know, you don't have to be somewhere for a certain time in a certain place. So it's quite nice. Well, it's not quite nice, I love it. almost become a little bit resentful when it's like, let's say, time to go back to the UK and I've got to be at the ferry terminal at a certain point. I'm like, blimey, but never mind.
Turn right towards Calais Vuelta de Aranthadi.
As you can hear, I've got my Google Maps going again. Thank the Lord for Google Maps, because I would be in, well, big trouble with a capital T. Okay, I'm going, oh, there's a nice little bridge. We'll just have a look up this river bridge and then I'll give you a rest for a minute. Just keep my eye on this. So that was somebody coming from behind, so obviously I pulled my phone out of the way. Quite a nice view. Gosh, it's so murky though, the water. And as normal, the good old graffiti. On we go. So here we are, another little green area. It's always lovely to find a green area near a city, as I've mentioned before. Some bird song. Looks like a nursery of some sort. So it's getting rather warm. Oh, I'm not doing too bad, to be fair. I'm going to keep going on the shady side of the street. Most I can. Sounds well, doesn't it? Shady side of the street. You know what I mean? Just taking a breather in the shade in this lovely parked area, and I can hear a bird in the distance, which is a golden oriole, which I've only ever caught a fleeting glimpse of once, but it's got a very distinct call. Don't think you'll hear it. But yeah, very hard bird to spot. But yeah, I'm like, wow, brilliant. I can also hear a cuckoo, which is lovely. Now, according to the pin in my map, I've stopped in this air before, or I've parked up there. At this stage, I've got no recollection of the car park and no recollection of this walk. Bizarre. 14 minutes left walking and now I'm starting to recognise it. I can't believe I can't remember the rest of it. How strange. But if I remember rightly, there's a lovely entrance here. Ah, so this sign here, oops, I'm going to get myself run over at this rate. This sign here, well, people have stuck stickers all over it. How do people always carry these stickers with them? That's part of the Camino de Santiago trail, I do believe. Santiago de Compostela, as it says on here. Look at this. So here we are, I've just come through the gate. It's a beautiful place, I must say. Let's go up this way, seems busy. So I came here in, I think it was 2023. I can remember lots of the city centre. It's just lovely buildings, little alleyways like this. And I did go to look at the bullring last time from an architectural and interest point of view, not from the bullfighting point of view, because that's absolutely not my cup of tea. It's the same with the bull running. I wouldn't want to see it. I just don't like to see any animal in distress. Don't the Spanish speak loud? So yeah, not my thing. But the place itself, fabulous. Oh, it just gets better and better. Look at this. So colourful. So there's just, you know, streets and streets like this. What's a bit rowdy, some work.
Continue straight onto Calais Nubar area.
Never mind. Just trying to give you a feel for the place. I've just come from up there. Look at that. This building here. I ought to turn off this sat nav now because I'm just going wherever I fancy now. Now it's got me to the centre. I don't even know what this place is. What is it then? Cathedral Santa Maria. Impressive building. Oh, lovely alleyways. So I'm shooting this in landscape. Is it called landscape when you put your phone sideways? Because I was told a lot of people watch it on their TV, but I would normally always use my phone the other way because it's, you know, because of the alleyways, it's a better view. But yeah, it's lovely. All their plants there. Even on these little roads that the cars come through. I got caught on one earlier. Oh, I stopped on the way at some Mirador viewpoint and I went up and up and up and up, and then there was such a tight bend back on itself that it was absolutely impossible for me to turn. So I had to carry on up through this little village and a bit hair raising. So I managed to eventually turn around, look at the lovely flowers, and get back down. I just love all the different colours that are painted as well. Yeah, you just can't imagine the bull running through these streets, just touching back on that subject. For me, you know, I have no, what's the word I'm looking for? No, I can't think of the word. My mind's gone blank, I'm having a blonde moment. No sympathy for the people who get trampled by the bull. So yeah, anyway, enough on that. Let's just enjoy what there is to look at. Oh, that's a pretty blue. So lovely. It's a nice little shaded square. They tend to have these in most places. A lot of restoration work going on. Look to be packing away. Oh yes, of course, I suppose it's 3:30 now. Siesta time, I guess, is it? Here we go with the graffiti. Behind me here, there's a teeny weeny little shop selling loads and loads of beer, and they're just all sort of sat out there on crates and everything else. Fair play. No idea where I am, but I'm just going to wander wherever I like, and then to get back I'll find the pin located on my map and do that. So I'm not going to worry about it, she says. Wow. There's people around. Crikey, what's going on? So I think I'm heading up towards the bullring this way, so I'll see if I can just show you it from the outside. It was an impressive place, huge, and the noise must be absolutely deafening when it's going on. I'm not going to go in this time, I've seen it now. Sorry about that, you have to come yourself. Nice shady street, this one. Fabulous. Oh, that's like that other place, so it's like a little tiny weeny pop-up bar thing. Crikey. Some of those bottles look like they've been in there a while. It's hard to believe it's been like 2 years since I've been here. Just makes you realise how life goes, doesn't it? Yeah, so all you people who keep commenting saying, oh, it's my dream, I can't wait to do that. I'd love to do what you're doing. Get some plan in action. Even if you can't do it right now, you could maybe go on mini adventures, or you could start saving for your camper van if that's what you want to do. just start making a plan of action, because if you don't make something change, it's never going to change. Yeah, this is the bullring. Very busy road. Don't know if you're going to be able to see a lot because the trees are in the way. It's very noisy. So up here, don't know if you can tell, is the bullring. I think if I remember rightly, there's a door you could look through without having to pay to go in. Let's just go and have a quick look. So this is the bullring from the outside. Excuse the beeping, somebody's trying to reverse. It's a big building. And it's got all the different sort of doors in and out where the bulls go in, I imagine, and people. If I remember, it's around the corner. Oh, some shade. So again, just trying to give you a bit of a feel for the place. Am I going to find the door? Ooh, I don't know. I can't get through there. This could be a wild goose chase. I'm so sorry if it is. But this is what it's like. Around the side, there looks to be a big queue of people waiting to go in by the look of it. Good grief. I imagine they're sightseers. So I don't really know what all that means. No, it wasn't like this last time I came. I had a feeling something's going on. Anyway, there's no way we're going to get to look inside. In there as well, there was a museum with all the history of the bullfighting and everything else. So, only seen it from the outside, sorry. So, we couldn't get in there, that was a failure. So I'm just coming back down now on a different way. I seem busy with people. It's busy. I wonder if this is the street where they do the actual bull running. All sorts of memorabilia. I have a feeling it is. I think it's further along, there's photos, etc. We'll keep walking. Let's see what else I can find. So just in one of the main squares here now. Quietening down a little. Look at this. How fabulous. Very ornate. The street that I said, I think that's where they run the bulls down, it was. They do it down 3 streets apparently, about 800 yards. So, which way shall I go? Let's go up this way. I'd definitely recommend a visit, it's a lovely place. Part of the walk again. So somebody did comment on one of my vlogs saying, oh, it'd be good if we saw where you ate out. I don't tend to eat out often at all because it makes the budget stretch longer really. But I'm just going to show you this place I've just walked past. It looks lovely. They love their bread, don't they? Look at that part, wow. And also when I do, if and when I do eat out, in the UK I would more, but I like to be able to hopefully get chatting to people, etc. And when I don't speak the language, 31 at the moment, if you can see up there, when you don't speak the language, it makes it, you know, sort of just sat there, really no mates, whereas I like to socialise, so it's another of the reasons as well. See what's around this corner. Oh, I keep seeing something everywhere I look. I'd love to see inside a traditional house. I bet that's really amazing. I did see part of a church tower up this way, I think. Let's just have a little look. Ah. Oh, there it is. I nearly tripped over it. Oh. There's a little bar. So that all seems closed up, the church, which is a shame. That's a hell of a trek, isn't it? The Santiago, good grief. Fair play. Yeah, just everywhere you look, it's just so much to look at. Some really lovely buildings as well. So that concludes Pamplona. Just give you a last look at the view. So way over there are the Pyrenees, and in the next day or two I will be driving over them. Can't wait. There's a beautiful remote park up there that I stopped in 2023. It was just amazing. All you could hear were the bells dinging on the cows, and it looked all the way down a valley, and there were eagles and vultures soaring, and it was just heaven. So I'm hoping to be able to find that again, and unfortunately for you, I'm not going to be sharing that one because it's just too special. But I do share all the others.